groups. Now, the groups is the main idea of behind this workplace. So what it does is it categorizes everything into groups, and every group has certain members in it. So let's look at the groups. I'm gonna click on it. Okay. So far it shows me 8, but notice this link, view more groups. So if you click on it, you will see all of them. I'm gonna close this off. So you will see all the groups that we have so far. Now these are set by the admin. So if you needed another group, you'll have to ask the admin. I guess it's Robin at this time, I'm not sure. But they would set it up, right? So far, me and Robin, I think we set up all these. So these are the main groups that we have. Square is about where you want to discuss stuff about Square, ask questions about Square or billing and so on. So as you can see, if you hover over it, you will see a little description that we put in there. That's editable by the admin as well. So far we have descriptions for every single group. The general one right here. So as you can see in the description, it says it's a great place to share things that are important announcements, things that are in common between all the members of the gallery and so on. This group right here, you don't need to ask to join it, you're automatically in it. So as you can see, it's an open group and it has 23 members in it, everybody, right? So the 3D art has 2 members so far. I guess we could, so the admin could add members, or the members, when they go to groups and see all these groups, they could actually click on the group and ask to be invited. Or people who are in it already could add other members. Now, I'm in this group, so I can't really ask to be invited. I don't have that option. But if you're not and you click on this group, you could click add people, right? So if I click add people, let's say, I will get this little box and I could invite anyone. I could invite, I don't know who's in 3D art, Selma. So I'll invite Selma and add. Okay, so Selma would get a notification that she got invited, and she will get the notification under this button. So she will have like a round little circle, a red circle with number 1, because it's 1 notification, unless she has more notifications, right? So now we're in this group, right? How do we go back? So what we could do again is go back to this little button right here, see more, see less, expand it, and you will see the groups again if you want to go back to all the groups where we were. So again, you see 8. If you want to see all of them, you can click view groups. I think it shows you the first 8 that were created, basically, and then it goes from there. Or yeah, I'm not sure. I think that's how it works. That's why it only shows a little bit, not to overwhelm you, right? But then you can always expand it. So yeah, as you can see, these are all the groups that we have so far. So it says open group and then 19 members, open group, 4 members, and so on. So if you're interested in any of these, you could just go and you could, there's a follow options right here button. So if you click on the follow options, you could, I'm following it, but if you don't follow it, then you get a follow instead of unfollow, right? You could click prioritize if you like it to be displayed, in the prioritize section right here on the left side. So we'll get to that later, I guess. I don't want to confuse you right away. And you could leave the group if it becomes too much of a hassle. But obviously, you joined it, so you're interested in it. Notifications, you could click on any group's notifications and you will see what they have. So receive group activity via email. This is an option for you if you want to basically receive their activities by email. I know a lot of you need, like the email notification. So if you click here, it's on. So make sure that it's on. It's automatically on by default. But if you think that you're missing something, or I think I'm not getting any notifications from, let's say, I don't know, the hanging committee anymore. So what you can do is you could check your notifications here. But these are just extra options for you. You don't need to worry about them right now because they're on by default, right? So yeah, so as you can see, so each one says how many members it has, says if it's an open group. All of them are open groups just because we're all, you know, members, everything's open unless you have a group that you want closed, kind of like private for specific members so that no one else could join. No one can join unless the admin lets you, and so on. Okay, so yeah, so in the groups, so let's say if we go to general, which has everyone by default, right? If you click on it, here's your general. Okay, so far, so I pinned a post right here that's basically explaining what this group is about so that everyone sees it at the top. I don't think we're gonna have the pinned option in a month just because the free trial for the pro expires, but it's gonna be the simplest form, so it's not gonna have that option. It's not a big deal, but for now we have it. So as you can see, we have 5 comments on it, we have 3 likes, we have seen by 13 people. You actually could see who saw the post. You could scroll down and see everyone, make sure that everyone got it, let's say. Make sure that everyone saw the post, right? So yeah, and then as you can see, recent posts, and you would see them basically whatever you have, the most recent post is on the top, and that's the next one from Dan. And as you can see, Trevlin, you know, commented on it. So if you want to like a post, let's say, go back to James, I'm gonna like his post, or I could love it. I could go back and not anymore. Okay, so you gotta love it from the first time. Anyways, yeah, I thought it was like Facebook. It's not. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. So we could have any emotions. We could comment. So that's awesome. There you go, and I commented. So as you can see, this is me, and this is my comment, and people could actually reply to my comment, just like here, James replied to Robin's comment, right? So you could either like or reply. All right, and then you could actually reply to, so I could reply to this. And when I click reply, notice that his name is automatically tagged. So that would give him a notification right away. He would know that he's tagged. It's better to grab someone's attention with the tagging, right? So yeah, I'll say nice this time. Okay. So as you can see, I just clicked it. I didn't even have to tag him. I just clicked reply and it tagged him automatically. Okay. It's not a must, but if it's something important or urgent, then it's better to tag people. So let's say if I want to tag Robin, I could put at Robin, and then here she is, right? And then type in whatever, okay? And then post it. But yeah, so I'm not gonna post that, that's nothing, right? Now, if I click on attach file right here, I could actually add any picture that I want. I'm gonna click here, just a random picture, just to show you guys, okay? And I could comment. Actually, I'm not gonna ruin Jane's post. Let me create a post myself. So if I wanted to create a post myself and say, this is a test post, okay? And then I could add, these are all the options you have for the post. I could add a file, a picture. So let's say I wanted to add to whatever, this one right here. and then post it. Okay, so there we go. So I added a picture, so you can add any picture you want. Now, if I go back and I want to edit, I could edit the post, delete the post if I don't like it. If I go back and edit the post, so these are all the options. When you see the little dots, it'll give you more options to help you out. So I could.
So when you put a piece of art like this,
Mhm.
does it go into a place like on your Facebook page where you have all your photos so that
Uh,
they're accessible or?
right, so it goes into, so basically when you have a profile, let me show you. So this, if you click on Nadia Cater right here, this is my page and it shows all my posts, right? So everything that I wrote so far is gonna show up here. And the cool thing about this is you could follow me. So you'll have the option to follow, like I showed at the beginning. I can show you here. So you could see all the posts that I have. So in here, you could see, sorry, you see 3 people so far, but you could always see more. So look for options, hover around, and then you'll see the see all. And it will show you all the members, and you could follow anyone you want, right? So if you follow me, you keep updated with my stuff. So the other way to do it is at the bottom, like for myself, if I click on the profile picture, it will take me back to my page as well. So view profile right here, and it will take me there. Now, so you could add your own photos for each one separately, and that's a different topic than groups. I'm gonna go over it. I don't wanna like mix them up, right? But for each one, they have an option to have their own photos and albums. So if I wanted to see, let's say, your art specifically, I would go to your profile. So let's do that. I'm gonna go in here and search you up this way. And I am gonna find you right here. Right? And I'm gonna follow you if I want to, but you don't have to follow someone to see their stuff. So if you click on your profile, I would see everything that you posted. And then I would click on your groups. I would see what groups you're in. Okay. And there's your photo, and there's your albums here as well. You could also click straight from more and then photos, and it will take you to photos. Okay. So click on the photo, and then you will see it. You will be able to like it, comment it, or share it as well. Now, if you click on share, you will basically share it to a group if you want to. Or you could share it to your timeline, which is your page, your profile. Or you could share it to an event, which we're gonna talk about later. Or you could share it in chat. So many options, right? So it's confusing when you have a lot of options, but trust me, when you click, anything that you click, if you don't see the option you have, look for arrows or dots, like extra 3 dots. That's where you see the extra options. So if you click here, you would see the extra options and you would choose the one you want, right? Okay, so yeah, back to the groups. So I'm gonna go back to the groups that I had. Again, there's not a lot of options. I wanna see all the groups. Look for a link or an arrow. So there's the link, few more options, few more groups. Click on it and then you'll find the group that you want. So let's say I wanted to go back to the general just because, you know, we're testing stuff. Right, so that's the post that I, so James is asking, what are you testing? Just recording a tutorial where this post will be deleted. And then I could add a smiley face or, you know. So yeah, so maybe I could laugh at this. Maybe I could, I don't know, like it, right? So you could do all kinds of things. And it's nice that we're having an interaction live right now. So, right? So let's see if we can post something else that is a different type. So let's say I wanted to post a file. And if I wanted to post a file, I'm gonna click here. And let's say, I don't know if I have any documents here. And this is just general random stuff that I have. I don't know. Let's do anything that we have. Here's the PDF. I'm not sure. Okay, so this is the membership that you, the copy of the membership that Dan created, right, for Gallery House. So let's say I'm going to click on this and add it in my post. And I'm going to add this as a test again, right? But I would actually explain it if it's a real thing. So I would say, you know, this is the membership list. I'm going to click post. Okay, and this is how it's going to look like. So notice how basically the join us looks like a picture because I uploaded a picture. This one looks like this because it's a file. And then if you hover over it again, you will see this option of download the file. So you could download the file, you could click here, and that will open up the file for you. Allow, and it will download it right here, and I will have it in my downloads. Okay, so I'm gonna double click on it, and just to show you that it actually opens up. So, I don't have that, that's fine. But anyway, so I don't have the app, so it couldn't open. I'm not gonna get it right now, it's too much. But, oops, did I just close it? I think I did. Beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna go back. Gallery. All right. So notice how it's galleryhouse.workplace.com. So if you forget, it's not, if you forget, you know, the whole URL, it's just the name of the gallery. It's not like you could go to workplace.com and log in, but you could also go to galleryhouse.workplace.com, and if you're logged in already on the computer, it will just take you in. You don't have to log in, right? Okay, so now if I go back to, so this is posted in the general. As you can see, my newsfeed created a post about me that I posted in general. So this is not the general group. This is the main newsfeed. But because I added something, it will show me what I added and when I added it. So the newsfeed is kind of giving you updates on everything you have. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the general group right here. Now, one more thing. So I showed you how to click on that expand, less, see more, to see the groups. There's also another option to reach out and see, like, to see what groups there is, which is under groups as well. So on your sidebar, you have the different groups. And then if you don't see all of them, you could click see all as well right here. Okay. So you could do that from the sidebar as well if it's easier for you. Whichever option you want, go for it. There's different things that do the same stuff just to make it more convenient for you to access them. So I'm going to click on the general as well again. Okay, so notice how right now when we go to the general, the pinned post is still in the top, and whatever is most recent will go on top of the other posts, right? Okay, seen by one, so I'm going to click and see who saw my post, and it's me and Robin. So that's that. If I wanted to share this, I'm going to click on share and share in a group. And if I wanted to share this one, let's say in, which group would I share it with? Let's say, I don't know, Square. Okay, So I'm gonna type it in and it will show up as soon as you type in SQ, it will show you what's suggested. So I'm gonna click here and then post. Okay, successfully posted. So I'm gonna go back to Square on the side menu and see if I actually posted it, and it actually did, right? So it's right here. Now I don't want it here, so I'm gonna delete it. So again, where's my options? Right here. So if you don't see a delete that's visible, what you look for is an arrow or a link or the 3 dots. In the posts, it's always the 3 dots. So you click here and these are your options. Copy the post link if you want to share it somewhere else. Save the post so that you could go back to all the posts that you saved that are important. It's kind of like bookmarking them. Turn off notifications for this post. This is what you do when there's a lot of commenting going on and you get a lot of notifications. If you don't want that about this comment, about this specific post, then you can turn it off. Anyway, so all these options, I'm gonna delete it, okay? Because I don't want it in this group. And as you can see, it's deleted. All right, so back to general again. So again, if I want, so it's already here in the menu, which is easy. If you don't see that same specific sidebar, you could always go to the home page, the home button, right? You could either access it from here or from the see more. So 2 options to access groups. The see more, you can expand it. If you don't see the options, there's an arrow, expand groups. Makes sense? And then, or you could go back to the side menu as well and see which group you want from here. If it's not listed here, again, there's a link. Click the link. You will see all of them. Okay, so general. Let's go back to general. And yeah, if I wanted to add, oh, this is an interesting one. So poll, I'm gonna click it and you could, let's say you wanna, I think I did one before right here. I'm gonna show you, where was it? About the meeting. So this is how it looks like, right? So we could create a poll about anything that you have a question about that you want members to tell you their opinion about, right? So as you can see, these are the people who voted. So that's Lena, Stephen, and so on. You could comment, like, and share it as well. Okay, so that could be done in any post in any group, right? All the posts are exactly, they work exactly the same in all the groups that you're in. Okay, so let's create one. So this is testing again. Oops. And then we could create, I don't know, open gallery at, let's say, if we have a debate going on about open gallery at 1, open gallery at 2, and so on. Okay, so you could add as many options as you want. Click post, and there you go. So any member that sees this could actually vote on it. And the way you vote on it is you just click here and it will show you on the side, on the right side of it. So you basically chose this option. So it's always gonna show the option with the most votes on top and so on, right? So in sequence. Okay, and then if we wanted to, I mean, those are the basic ones. I'm not gonna go through the extra stuff that, yeah, it's too much. But if you wanted to tag someone and you don't know how to tag with that, so the tagging is usually with the @ and then you start typing the name and it will show up. So @ I don't know, Zita right here, so that would tag her, and then you type whatever you want. If you don't know how to do, if you forgot for some reason it's an @ sign, then you could just see it in the options right here. Okay, with, and then just type in the name and that will add her to the post. Okay, So if I wanted to add you, Robin, I'm gonna say testing so that we see how it looks like. And post it, and there we go. So you're tagged. So that would give you a notification, and that would be easier for you to, to follow on, so that it's important for you. So if you wanted to post something and you want certain member to pay attention to it, then tag them. It's a good thing because you're gonna get a lot of posts and a lot of communication going on. So for more important ones, tagging is good. Okay, so you could also post a video. So it's the same idea as posting the photo, but do I have any videos? Let me see. It can be hard for me to find. Okay, I could post something right here. And that's for testing only. I don't know how long this video is. What I can, okay, that's good. And post processing. Okay, so the videos take longer time because they need to process, and then they would show up. And once it shows up, it will give you a notification and it will basically show up. Now notice here, just to give you an idea, we have an app, a phone app for Workplace that's really easy to use. If you could download it, you will get notifications on your phone every time something's happening. So it's a good thing as well. Okay, so as you can see my notifications, I got one about the video. Your video is ready to view. You can now watch it. So I'm gonna click on it and see. And I'm gonna watch it. Okay, it has nothing to do with the gallery, but basically. So yeah, so back to the newsfeed. So there was a link back to the newsfeed, and this is the video. It shows up in the newsfeed because it's a new post. It also shows up in general, right? So it shows up in the group that you posted in and in your newsfeed. If you're following that group, it will show up. If you're following someone, you will see their posts, right? So the newsfeed right here, you could go back to the home button and it will automatically show up as the first thing, the newsfeed. Or you could just click it here if you don't see it. Click here on the link, and this is all the posts that you've missed so far or that are recent today, or yeah. So again, I'm gonna delete this post. I don't want people to get excited. So I'm gonna delete it. It's just to show you that the video is there, and it actually plays it automatically as well, which is good. Yeah, what else do we need to do? So these are the groups. So the groups are basically, any questions about the groups so far? Or do we want to leave the questions for later?
No, I think that's all pretty clear right now.
Okay, and then people. So underneath people in the sidebar. So the sidebar has basically the home, and then this is the groups, right? If you expand it, you have the groups. You can see all of them. You could go back here, and then you could see all the people in the gallery. You could invite coworkers. So if someone's not invited, you could invite them. Obviously, the admin's gonna approve the invitation, but you could always invite. So if you click here, if someone else joined, you could just type in their email and send them the invitation, right? What else? See more. If I click see more, let's see. So you see all of the members. So it basically always gives you a little bit like a kind of like a preview of stuff. So a preview of groups, a preview of members, see more. You could always expand to see the whole thing if you're missing something. So don't freak out if you go to groups and you see just 8, right? There's a link. Okay, and then notifications. If you click on the button on the left side, notifications is basically all the stuff that happened so far. If you see a little dot next to it, that means you didn't actually see it. So if I click here, it will take me to that specific message. So where is it? Let's see. Oh, it's saying that they joined. So that's why I didn't click it. And then let's see if I click on this one. Gallery House posted in general. So Gallery House is the admin.